Then after machine learning, we will cover something called as deep learning, neural networks, and we will discuss natural language processing. Finally, we will land into a very important topic called generative AI. And within this generative AI, we will discuss what is prompt engineering, what are RAGs, what is fine tuning, okay, then what is agentic AI, okay. So these are the things that we are going to discuss, and finally we will learn something about LLM ops, okay, LLM ops, which includes knowing what is Git, GitHub, okay, CI/CD pipeline, then Docker and Kubernetes. Okay, so these are the things that we are going to learn in this particular course. So if you master all these concepts, sometimes you may actually give suggestions even to the senior candidates if you are able to master all these concepts. Okay, so this is very important. So we in the today's class we will kickstart with a concept called Python. Okay, so this is a fundamental of this particular course. So what is Python, guys? It is a programming language, right? How many of you know already Python, guys, in this batch? How many of you already know Python? Can you guys confirm in the chat?
Yeah,
Or
I know basic Python.
okay, others? Okay, okay. So to the people who do not know Python, guys, it's going to be a very good learning curve. The way that I'm going to teach. If you are really focused, you will actually learn it easily. Okay, so just like any other programming language, Python is also a programming language. Okay, it's a programming language, and in it was developed in 1989. Okay, by a scientist called Van Rossum. Okay, he was, I think, from Netherlands. This guy actually came up with the Python programming language. Okay, so if you write, let's say if you want to just print hello world in any other language, maybe C or Java, you will have to write 4 to 5 lines of code, okay, in order to print just hello world. Whereas if you use Python, all you have to do is only one statement, print hello world. That's it. And you will be able to print it easily. Okay. So other languages are little tough to comprehend. It's obviously it's not uh, uh, impossible to learn other languages, because there are people who are learning, who have been learning or who are learning and who have been surviving in the industry. But to the people who are actually new to the programming language, there is no friendly language than the Python for you guys. Okay, because it's like English language and it's very easy to comprehend and understand. Okay, so compared to other languages, Python is very easy to understand. Now, where do we use Python? Okay, what are the applications of Python? Okay, so there are many applications of Python. We will discuss some of them. So the first one is you can actually use Python for data analysis. Okay, to analyze your data, to plot charts with the help of Python. You write the code and you can plot and analyze your data. Then you can use Python for machine learning. Obviously, we are going to use it for machine learning. You can use it for deep learning. You can use it for NLP. You can use it for Gen AI as well to build the applications. Okay, so you can build desktop-based applications with the help of Python. You can build web-based applications with the help of Python. And you can also build database applications with the help of Python. You can build or create games also with the help of Python, so on and so forth, etc. Okay, so these are some of the applications of Python. Now, what are the features of Python? We will discuss the features of Python. Okay, so what is the difference between feature and an application, guys? Can anyone tell me the difference between what do we mean by feature and what do we mean by application? Yes,
The feature is like properties, and application is it is used for.
correct. So let's say you have your mobile phone, right? So mobile phone has a camera. So camera is a feature. And if you're using that camera to take pictures, then that is your application. Okay, so you use camera to click pictures. Okay, just so we use Python to do data analysis. Similarly, here we use camera to click pictures, right? So features is something that that an object comes up with, and if that feature is being used in a certain manner, then it is called as an application. Okay, so what are the features of Python? So if you want to buy a mobile phone, you will look at different features, right? Similarly, if you want to use Python in your applications, you should know the features of Python. If somebody asks you, why are you using Python? Let's say if somebody comes to me and tell me, why am I using iPhone? Then I should be able to answer his question, right? Because I know the features of iPhone and that's why I'm using it. Okay. Similarly, if you are using Python, you should be talking about the features of Python. Okay, which is very, very important. So simple, the first one is it is simple and easy to learn. So the first feature of Python is the reason why I'm using iPhone is it's actually very easy to hold. Okay, I'm just giving an example, easy to hold for me. So similarly, the reason why I'm using Python is it's easy for me to learn. Okay, it's simple to understand and easy to learn. The second one is it is free. Okay, so you don't have to pay any money to use Python. Okay, so this is a second point. And the third point is it is platform independent. Can anyone tell me what do we mean by platform independent, guys?
Any platform. Same code can be run on any operating system like Windows, Mac, and Linux.
Wonderful. Okay, so all you have to do is write the code once. That's it. Write once and use it everywhere. Okay, whether it is on Windows, Linux, or Mac OS. Okay, irrespective of the platform, you can use it. Okay, all you have to do is just write once. So let's say if I'm going to Windows, I don't have to change my code. Just take that code and run it. Similarly, if I'm taking that code to Linux, I can still use it as is. Similarly, if I'm taking the code to Mac OS, I can still use it as is. Okay, so that's why it is platform independent. Then another important feature is extensible libraries. So the beauty of Python is it has a lot of libraries. So the benefit of having libraries is you don't have to write the code from scratch. Somebody else has already written it and then they stored all the code in the library. So you can just call whatever the function that you want or whatever the class that you want from that library and use it, okay, in your application. So there are a lot of freely available libraries that you can actually use it in Python. Okay. And the fifth point is it's a high level language. Okay. So you don't have to know the low level details of the language. It's just a high level language. So let's say if you're somebody new to Python, it's very easy for you to look at the code, read the code, and then understand it easily. Okay, without having to know the low level details of Python. And then it is interpreted language, highly interpreted language. So highly interpreted languages. So this particular Python every if you write a Python code, let's say of 10 lines, there's a Python code of 10 lines. Okay, so every line gets executed, okay, one after the other. So it's not like you are compiling the entire code at once and running it. So first line gets executed, and then second line get executed, third line gets executed, fourth line gets executed, so on and so forth. So it have the line by line execution happens in Python. Okay, so it's not like you are converting the entire code into binary format and then you are executing it. Rather, so internally it will compile it line by line and execute your program. Okay, so you don't have to run all the code at once. It will just run line by line for your convenience. Okay, so these are some of the features of Python that you should be aware of. Okay, so these are the applications and these are the features of Python. So are you all following along, guys? Any questions?
No, sir.
Following along, right? Understanding, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Now, I want everybody to open your collab. Okay, just go to uh, like Google and just type collab. Okay, so everyone please go to collab because so in order to write Python code, guys, in order to write Python code, you need IDE. So what is IDE? Integrated Development Environment. Okay. So on this IDEs, you can actually write Python code and execute it. So we can use Colab for beginners, Colab or Jupyter Notebook. Later, we will use the advanced IDEs like Visual Studio, okay, or Spider, PyCharm. Most of the companies actually use Visual Studio, guys. Very eminent and mostly used IDE is Visual Studio in the company. I love PyCharm. In some of the companies, I used PyCharm because for debugging, PyCharm is way more feasible than the Visual Studio. Then the last one you have is nowadays the AI based IDEs like Cursor. Okay. So these are some of the IDEs that you can use to write your Python code. So initially we will start with Colab and I will show you the setup. So Colab is very simple to set up. So all you have to do is just go to Google and type Colab. And then you will see something like this. Welcome to Colab. Just click on it. Okay. So ideally when you click on it, I'll show you. Let me log out. Give me one moment, guys. I'm sharing my screens one more time. Okay, so I will open a new Cognito window. Here I'm going to type collab. Okay, so this is how you're going to see it. Welcome to collab. Just click on it. Now, after clicking on welcome to collab, guys, just click on sign in. Okay, signing in is very important here. So click on sign in and use your email ID. Okay, so I'm just using my email ID. Okay, so this is the email ID that I'm going to use. And I'll just select try another way. Enter password. Okay, so I will say tap S. Just like you sign in any other platform, well, you have to do the same thing over here. Okay, let me try one more time. Yeah. office on your platform, and I will get um, an option on my phone to confirm that it's me who is trying to log in. Once I confirm that, okay, so this is how you will be able to see your screen once you log in. Then you have to click on new notebook. Okay, so this is your interface of collab, and this is called as cell. Okay, so so this is your cell, guys. This is called as cell. So you can write the code over here in this particular cell. Okay, or you can generate the code with AI also. Okay, internally they are using Gemini model. Okay, so either you just write a prompt with the help of hash, write something, and automatically it will generate the code for you. But as a beginner, don't do that. Don't generate the code with AI. Rather, you write it on your own. Okay, so this is the area where you write the code, correct? Now, if you want more cells, okay, some similar to this cell, you want more cell, then you have to click this plus code. Okay, so if you click on plus code, it will give more and more cells to you. Okay, so I will show you. So if I click on plus code, see, it's giving me more cells to write the code. Okay, so let's say if I want to not write code, just write some heading, then I can use this text. Okay, and I can move it above this cell with the help of this up arrow, and I can just double click on it, and in the I'll start the heading with hash. Okay, that means bold letters. So Python day one. Click outside. Okay, so that's how you can give your heading, and then you start writing the code in this place. And if you want to, let's say you wrote code in all these cells, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can run all of them by clicking on this run all. So it will run all these cells. Okay. Now, if you want to run individual cell, then there is a play button that you see over here. Okay, run. Okay, so this one. So you can click on it. So it will run that particular cell. Currently, there is nothing here. So what I will do, I will delete this cell because it's not required for me. Okay. And the other way is to run the cell, you can do Control plus Shift. Okay, so if you do Control and Shift, it will automatically run that cell. See, so this green tick indicates that this is the first cell that you ran, and it ran in 0 seconds. Okay, super fast execution happened. And this is the area at the top. If you see, if you click on File, you can create a new notebook or open the existing notebooks, or upload any notebook that you downloaded from somebody else, or that you got it from someone else. And you can rename the file also. This is the area where you can rename your file. So Python day one. Okay. So this is how you can rename it. So whatever the code that you do, guys, it automatically gets saved. Okay. You don't have to control S all the time. It all automatically gets stored in the cloud. Okay. So you don't have to worry about saving your files and just reopening later. So it automatically gets stored on the cloud. Tomorrow, if you just do collab, just go to collab and then find it, you will be able to find that particular file. So I'll go to collab. Welcome to collab. Now you can see there are files over here already. Okay. So that's how you will find it. You can click on that particular file. Let's say this is my file that I created today. So I can reopen the same file. Okay. So I can delete the previous. Okay. So can you all do it, guys? Share the collab link. Yeah, I can share it, but I want everybody to do it on your own and let me know if you have any issues. Okay, while doing so. Now I will delete this drawings and then close it. Okay, no problem. Now, our first program, guys. Let's say I want to write my first program. So in order to write a first program, so whenever you write any code, so always add some comments. Okay, so with the help of hash, you can add the comments. So I'm write a program to print hello world. That is my first program. That's it. So in order to print anything, so in order to display anything to the user, so you will use a function called print function. So print, and whatever you want to print, you will mention inside this. Just write what whatever you want to print. Okay, and always use quotes. So whenever you are using text, so that text must be within the quotes. So print, parenthesis open, parenthesis close, in between you have quotes, and within that quotes you have some text. Okay, so I will show you now. So what is my syntax? This is my syntax. I have to follow this rule to write my print function. So I will use print. This is as is print. I opened and closed the parenthesis. In between I need quotes. So I add the quotes in between and I want to print hello world. Okay. Now how do I run this? Either I just do Control Shift or I can click on this button. So easiest way is just simply do Control Shift. Now it has printed our first program, which is Hello World. So can you all quickly write this program, guys? I'll give you 2 minutes. If you already have Collab open, please do it. Not working properly as in, is it the collab not working or how to select right title? You mean this? Just double click on it, you will be able to edit and write it. And here, this one, if you are referring, just do plus text and then write hash and mention Python day one. And then you can click on this close. Yes. Ranajit, are you able to write it? Okay. So now let's write another program, guys. Write a program to print about ourselves. Okay, I just want everybody to write about yourself and share that code to me in the chat. Don't use that link, Ranajit, because I didn't give you access to that link. You can just open Collab on your computer and then write over there. Use your own Collab. Okay. So yeah, here on Google, just do Collab. One second. Collab. Enter and just go to welcome to Collab. Sign in. You will be able to sign in and click on new notebook so that you will have a notebook of this sort. Okay. So I want all of you to print your name. If you are okay, you can print your age, native place. Okay, what is your current designation? And you can mention your goal. Okay, so these are the 5 things that I wanted from everyone. So which means 5 print statements. First one is name, second one age, third one is my native place, and fourth one is designation, and fifth one is goal. So I will use 5 print statements. So I'll just copy this as is, paste it over here 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't want this text to be present in all the print statements. So I will remove this text. Okay. So the first one is I want to print my name. So I'll write my name is take Mujeeb. And the second one is age. Hmm. Okay. Then third one is native place. I was born and raised in Hyderabad. Okay. Fourth one is designation. I'm a lead AI engineer. Fifth one is goal. For now, I think I wanted to become an AI engineer, so I am an AI engineer, so I'm good with that. So I have no goals now. Okay, so these are the 5 statements that I want to print. So I will just do print. See, it has printed 5 statements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So can you all do it, please? Print hello name. Yeah. See, look at the print spelling. Okay, it's not capital P. So if I write capital P, it is a completely different name. If you look at my syntax here, everything is in lowercase. So if I run this print, same error, whatever you got, I got it. Print is not defined. It is considering this print as a variable. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Great. So please write all these things, guys, and share this 5 details in the chat, everyone. I'll give you. So I'll just go a little slow, guys, in the initial classes. Once you pick up that pace, I will automatically increase the pace of teaching. Okay. So please write all of these statements. Either try it on your own or you can just look at the code in the screen and then write it. Can you share your screen, Ranijit? Once. Yes, I'm sharing this code with you in the chat. Whoever has not done it, you can look at this and write it. Yeah, Ranjit, you can go ahead and share your screen once. Are you sharing? Ranjit, are you sharing? Okay, so let me know when you're ready to share, okay? Let me reshare my screen. Okay. So now, see guys, when I printed all these 5 lines, so it looks like a poem to me. Okay, so there is no space after every sentence. So I have all 5 lines, but it looks something like a poem. But I want to differentiate. I want to maintain some space between each of these lines. So whenever you want to add some space after every line, so all you can do is just copy this entire code, paste it over here. So the way you can copy is just press your cursor and then move it this way. That's it. Okay, and you can do Control C and paste it over here. Now after every line, I want space, right? So I will write print empty, empty print statement. Okay. So Vidya Prakash. Okay, I'm going in senior manager to implement to Genia in my work and automate. Great, great. With okay. So everybody please share similar to how Vidya Prakash did. Okay. See, after every sentence, I want to add some space. So that's why I'm writing empty print statements. That's it. Now, when I run it, you see there is a space in between every line. Okay. So that's how you can add spaces. What is this screenshot? Let me check that screenshot first. Yeah, I think you are at the right place, right? Can you write something and print it? Yeah. So Sachin, write it in this manner. Okay, or with the print statement, something like this. Nagpur, okay. Great. Okay, so next thing is, let's say if I don't want to give space, rather I want to have some lines after every underline. Okay, dashed lines, I want to add it over here instead of spaces. So I can just copy the same code here and then paste it here. I'm from Mumbai, I'm Sagar, 34 is SQL developer. Okay, great. So my aim is to get good salary in AML. Yeah. So Sagar, if I'm assuming you have almost 10 plus years of experience. So hopefully you will get somewhere around 45 to 50 LPA if you really master the concepts of GenAI and implemented them. Okay. So I want to add dashes, guys, after every line. So instead of plain print statements, I'm just adding some dashes. okay, in between every line, so that I want to print it with the help of dashes, okay, after every line. In this way, okay, then I can just do print. That's it. Now let me run it. See, now it is better than the earlier two ways. Now I can see it has beautifully printed all 5 lines of code. Open notebook, click on new notebook. Ranjit, Ranajit. So click on new notebook and you will have a new note. I am from non-tech background. That's fine. It's okay, right? Last 3 years, you tell that you were in a GenAI based role plus SQL developer role. You did both the projects, something like. So you can cook a story. Nobody is going to go and ask all that stuff. As long as you have genuinely learned the concepts. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. Learn the course, do the project, and in an interview, you just tell that you were a both GenAI and SQL developer. Because as long as you are able to explain the projects to the interviewer, you're good. Okay. So Swapnil, okay, I got a screenshot to what I did say. Yeah, that's great. But you ran my code, Swapnil. You have to write your own information. Okay. So you can add your own name, the age of yours, where do you stay, and your goal and all that stuff. Okay, designation. Okay. So next we will discuss a concept called variables. Okay. So the next concept is variables. I'll just open my whiteboard over here. So you can call it as an identifier. Or okay. So identifier. So what are identifiers, guys? A name in Python program is called as an identifier. A name in Python program is called as an identifier. Okay. Identifier. So the name can be of a function. Okay. A name can be of a class. A name can be of an object, or it can be a variable name. Okay. So for example, there is a value 10. Okay. Now you want to store this value in some place. Okay. You want to store this value in one place. So you can give a name, okay, to this 10. So let's say I'm calling A equal to 10, which means my A value is 10. So here A is nothing but your identifier. It's a name in Python program. Okay, so what is A doing? It is holding a value called 10. Okay, so this is how you store values in a variable in Python. Okay, So let's say I want to store some other value. So I will write b equal to 20, which means b is holding a value 20. And if I want to store some text, so I will write c equal to Mujeeb, which means this c is actually storing Mujeeb inside it. Okay. Now, if I want to print this 10, what I can do? I can just do simply print a. That's it. So what do I want to display to the user? Whatever this a stores, please print that. So my output will be 10 here. If I want to print 20, I will just write print of b and my output will be 20. And if I want to print Mujeeb, I will just do print of c. That's it. It will give me Mujeeb as the output. So earlier we were directly adding the values in the print statement, correct? Sorry here. Now you are storing those values in a variable and then you are using that variable to print those values. Okay, so generally these are the variables in which we actually store our data in Python. Okay, so but there are some rules to write your variable names. Okay, so in order to write the variable names, so there are some rules that you need to follow to write the variable names. The first rule is you can use lowercase characters, uppercase characters, and values in between 0 to 9, the digits. Okay, so you can use uppercase characters or lowercase characters and the values in between 0 to 9, which means I can write a equal to 10 and this a equal to 10. So I used lowercase and uppercase. But these are two different variables. Why? Because variable names are case sensitive. The second rule is case sensitive. Case sensitive means Python will consider this a as a different variable and this a as a different variable, because although these are same characters, but they are lower and upper cases. So it's a case sensitive language. Okay, so these are two different variables for Python. But you
Sorry
can,
for sorry for disturb, sir.
yeah,
Yeah, Pankaj, this side actually I have skipped the previous part. If you have explained, so here we no need to define the variable type integer, string, or anything.
no, we don't have to define it.
Directly we can write a equal to 10 or string or number, boolean, everything.
Yes, it will automatically identify that the data type. We will discuss that in data types. Okay.
Oh, oh, thanks.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so what I was saying is identifier in Python, identifiers are just names that you give to some values where which you are storing. Now you can store a numerical values or floating point numbers, or you can store string values or Boolean values or complex values. Okay. So in order to give these names, you have to follow certain rules. So first rule is use any characters from A to Z, lowercase, capital A to capital Z, and 0 to 9. Use anything in between and create a name. Something like this. A 10 B equal to 20. So this might be the correct variable name. But the second point is variable name should not start with digit. Okay, should not start with a digit. Okay, you should not start variable name with digit. 10ab equal to 20. This is wrong. Okay, you are starting variable name with digit. You can use digits in between, but not at the beginning. You can also use at the end, but not at the beginning. This is very important rule. So first rule is you can use any of these characters. Second rule is it's a case sensitive that you need to remember. Third rule is you should not start your variable name with a digit. And the fourth point is don't use keywords as variable names. So if you know other programming languages, there is a keyword called if. So you cannot use if for a variable name. So I cannot write if equal to 20. This is wrong. I will show you all these things on by writing the code. Okay. Similarly, there is a keyword called break. Break 100. Again, this is wrong. Break is a keyword. Okay. Then you have class. Class is a keyword. You cannot use it. So there are 33 to 34 keywords that are there in Python that you cannot use it. So how do you know whether that is a keyword or not? The moment you write that word, the color of this word will turn into blue color. So the moment you see a blue color variable name, that means it's a keyword which you cannot use. Okay. So yeah, so these are some of the rules that you need to remember. And you can also use underscore in your variable names. It's a special character. Okay. But you cannot use a dollar. Okay. It will not work. So let us see all these things in the code. Okay. So I will write a equal to 10, which is allowed. A equal to 20. This is also allowed. Correct. So two different variables. I used lowercase and uppercase. So I can print both of them. Print A and print capital A and run both of them. See, it printed both the values. So what is the second point? You can also use 0 to 9 digits, right? So let me try using 8 and B equal to 400. So if you write something and it doesn't show some underline in between, that means that is an accepted variable name. So I'll write print, copy this name and paste it over here. See, it worked. Then what is the second thing? Case sensitive. So these are two different things, right? A is different, capital A is different. Okay, so the lowercase a is stored 10, the uppercase A is storing 20. Then third point is should not start with a digit. So let me start with a digit. I'll write 10A and equal to 20. So I'm trying to store 20 in a variable called 10A. See, the moment I wrote, there is some underline, which means this is wrong. You cannot start a variable name with a digit. Okay, so this is wrong. You cannot run this. It will give you an error. See, invalid decimal letter. Okay, so this is wrong. We cannot write in that manner. I can use in between or I can use at the end, but not at the beginning. Then keywords as variable names. I cannot use keywords. So I can start with underscore because as I told you, I can use underscore, okay, as a variable name. So underscore A equal to 30 and I can print underscore A. Okay, it gives me value. I can use underscore at the beginning, at the end, and also in between. Okay, so in between, first name equal to shake. Okay, in quotes. So first and name, there is a two different names, right? So I connected both of them with the underscore. So I can just type print first name. It has printed shake. Okay, so you can use underscore at the beginning, in the middle, and also at the end. So let me try using dollar symbol. Okay, let me try using dollar symbol. CA dollar symbol cash equal to 200. See, the moment I'm using dollar symbol in the variable name, it is giving me underline, okay, which is wrong. This is also. So whatever the point I mentioned over here, I'm actually showing them live. Okay. Then keywords. This is the fourth point that we missed. So let me show you keywords. So if is a keyword. So it turned into pink color. So whatever color, okay, irrespective of what that is. So in this case, it converted into some pink color, right? So let me show some value. Okay, so in this variable, I'm trying to store this value. So there is some underscore, underline here. So that means it's clearly you will not be able to do printing. Let's see. See, this is a syntax error. You won't be able to use keywords. So let me try using another keyword called class. I'm just writing value as class, but the name is also class itself. So I will print class and run it. Again, the error. Okay, I will use another keyword break. And this is break. Again, it will not store that value. Okay, so understood, guys, how to name your variables? Everyone, are you guys following along? Understood the rules, guys, to
Yes, sir.
define
Yes, sir.
variables name? Great. Okay, and also, guys, another important point, always, what is it? Hey, sir, how to input the command? Help, please. You need to use print statement, Ranajit, print of hello world. Okay, so I will give access to this sheet. Ranajit, you can practice it from this sheet. Okay, let me give access. Don't worry, it will take some time to catch up with these concepts. But before you come to the next class, ensure that you run all these things. Okay, watch the recording and then do it. I'm sharing that in the chat. Yeah. So next important point is, guys, the seventh important point is always write meaningful names, meaningful variable names, so that if somebody is reading that variable name, he should understand what that variable name has in it. Okay. So for example, if you see here, I'm storing Mujeeb in C, which is correct. Ideally, as per the rules, this is correct. But if I do something like this, name equal to Mujeeb, which is more meaningful, guys? Is this more meaningful or is this more meaningful?
Name is more meaningful.
This is more meaningful, right? So that's why. So always give meaningful names to your variable names. Okay. So that's all. You just remember all these points related to variables. Okay. And then we will continue with rest of the concepts in the tomorrow's class. Okay. So I shared all the entire file, guys. Write it manually. Don't do the AI coding. Okay. So I want you to turn off your AI coding. Just go to the settings and go to AI assistance and then turn off show AI powered line completions. Okay, just turn this off. It will be checked in your collab. Uncheck it and then close it. So don't just write it using AI. You just write manually so that you get the feel of writing coding or doing coding. Okay. Okay.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes.
Sir, could you please open that whiteboard, and
Right.
roadmap shared?
Okay. Which one? This one?
Roadmap. Initially, you written.
Okay. This one.
Sir, could you please explain the duration for each topic required?
Okay. This will depends on your pace, guys. I will take almost a month in Python itself. Okay.
Okay,
And
sir.
another 1 month I will complete all these things.
Okay.
Okay. And next
Okay.
1 month we will complete this. Mostly in
Okay, sir.
3 months you will have enough knowledge of generative AI. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All
Okay,
right.
sir. Thank you.
Okay.
So, that means it is a 3 months program, right?
Yeah, mostly 3 months. If required, we will extend little bit, but not many.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. No problem. Okay, guys. All right. Thank you all for joining, and I look forward to you for the tomorrow's class. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Okay, bye bye.